Welcome back to Booze Briefs. It's time for all of us to take a deep breath, a deep, foolproof breath.
Okay.
My name is Matt.
I'm Derek, and I've been told I might die.
There's a chance. There's a chance. Today we're gonna
Just a little bit of death, though.
recoverable death.
Okay.
Is that?
Yeah.
That's kind of like
I'm only mostly dead.
Yeah. So I saw something on one of the internet things. I don't know, and it's like, my grandma always told me that if you feel like you're falling in a dream, it's because the angels were taking you up to heaven because you died in your sleep, but they dropped you, and that's why you're back on Earth. It's weird, but I kind of feel like you might die a little bit, so this is kind of like a falling sensation here.
Okay.
And on that note,
I think you should pour this into the glasses.
the
Please,
1792 foolproof.
we don't need to pour too much, also, but I think that probably needs a couple minutes to breathe in these glasses.
This will give you, that guy in the Adam Sandler movies who eats the Oreos and French fries pizza. It'll give you the crazy eyes, just like him. We picked this up. Crazy Eyes. So he's in jail and he delivers them the pizza, and it's that's Mr. Deeds. Excuse me, Mr.
Oh, okay.
Deeds. He gets the Oreo and French fry pizza.
All right.
Sounds not half bad. So we were able to pick up. Actually, each of us picked up a bottle of this yesterday in our hunt, and the gentleman at the store said he didn't expect to see this again in North Carolina for the rest of the year. It's not a very long time, but I've never seen the foolproof in the wild in North Carolina before. So for $45, I said hell yes.
I fully expected this because I'd heard of it, and like you said, never seen it in North Carolina. I thought it was going to be 70.
Yeah.
I mean, most foolproof things are. The Elijah Craig barrel strength is $70.
Yeah, $65.99. Yeah.
The maker stuff is all north of 60 for that proof. So this, why not?
Yep.
Matt knows I like to read, so here we go. Bourbon insiders have long acknowledged that foolproof bourbon has a distinctively rich flavor.
Jesus. Sorry.
Put hair on the back of your knees.
Woo! Let's make your baby was born naked.
This bourbon has been bottled at its original 125 barrel entry proof, just as it was years ago, when the barrels were first filled. Strong and full of flavor, this
Like
bold
train
bourbon
smoke.
boasts an incredible deep and smoky taste, superbly balanced with sweet vanilla and notes of caramel.
Yeah, I'm sure. Made my eye water a little bit.
Their email address, in case you're curious, is 1792@greatbourbon.com.
Oh, great.
All right. So, beyond just making you cough, what do you get?
I mean, initially it's just heat.
It's not as overpoweringly alcoholic as I thought it was going to be.
No, and it's there. It lets you know that it's got something coming for you. It's like, yeah. You asked, now you take.
Ha.
It's like a reverse brain freeze. Where, sorry. I was honestly scared to drink it neat last night. When I opened it, I opened that and I opened the mixtures last night. I had to put this on a big rock and I'm gonna let it sit for a minute, let it do its thing, because I don't want to die, because I just had a good dinner.
So, there were things I can taste in there, though.
Yeah.
You mentioned to me last night, Matt, that there was a good amount of cinnamon.
Yes.
To it. I definitely get that. It is rich, it's full, but it's just beyond that cinnamon. I'm not a good enough taster to get beyond the alcohol.
No, and I get a little bit of that vanilla finish.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't call it sweet.
I'm just gonna go ahead.
Yeah. Give her a good old spoonful.
I might give her a loving spoonful here.
Yeah, it's
And you gave yourself a nice little pour of the ale.
I didn't realize it was that much, and then
Well, this shaped bottle is not the easiest to do a small pour from.
cool bottle.
Yeah.
And the way they differentiate the bottles is the label color, like the neck. Like the sweet wheat is yellow.
Yep.
The small batch is that maroon color.
Okay.
Which a small batch you can find just about anywhere, and I think that one is $35 for that bottle. This one was $44.99.
Yeah, again, less than $10 difference between small batch and full proof.
Yep. And I like the big gold top on it.
You know, again, I don't want to name names of people who I think are doing it wrong.
But if you had to.
But if I had to hold a bottle in my hand of like somebody who I think is doing it wrong,
yeah,
I would do
Rhymes
it
with
exactly.
Goodenville.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Just for what it's worth.
Just throwing it out there.
As Ralphie likes to say, just sharing. These are opinions. So if you think our opinions are right or wrong, tell us in the comments. What do you get?
Water calms it down a lot.
Thank God.
It has to, because it's the Tasmanian devil without water in it. And that's probably a good representation. And I know we tried to do candy references.
Oh, yeah, we'd forgotten about that on our first 2 videos today.
I don't think I can give a candy recommendation for that one. If Warheads made a cinnamon, then maybe that's what it would be. I don't know. But I think water brings it down to a approachable level.
It makes the texture better, too.
Yeah, yeah. And it's weird that water thinning it down a little bit makes it a more palatable texture. But it does.
So what I don't understand in whiskeys, what is it exactly that makes the texture? If you know, tell me. If you know, tell me. I'm curious. Because I thought there was a relationship between the ABV and the texture of it. But I would argue that this Michener's Rye has a more mouth-coating texture than the 1792 full proof.
And that may be the sugar content, the sweetness of it.
Okay.
Because this is definitely sweeter than this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you think of a dessert, right? Like gelato is way more mouth-coating than a sorbet, right?
Yeah.
So, and there's a different sugar content and there's a different structure behind that. It may have to do with the barrels, but I found that the higher the ABV, the less texture it's in. Like
Really?
Barrel Proof Elijah, Barrel Proof Makers, I think those they feel like a Crystal Hot Sauce. Like Crystal Hot Sauce to me is a very watery, just heat bomb for you, instead of something like a Cholula.
I'm gonna have to sip some water here.
Like the Cholula to me is a little bit thicker, but it's not as spicy if you do it head to head, right? So I don't know. I'd be interested to hear, and we could probably do research, and that'd probably behoove us to do that. But that's for you guys.
We do some research.
Yes, we do.
We don't fly completely blind.
We drink it.
Yeah.
We buy it and we enjoy it, and then we try it again at some point, and opinions change. That's the first bottle of 1792 I've ever bought. Any of them.
I may have purchased one bottle of 1792 small batch before I knew shit about bourbon. Like I was like, it's a cool looking bottle. It's in the $30 range. Cool.
It looks cool.
Yeah.
Like they have that going for them. It's very understated on the front with just big 1792, and like, people have it, and you're like,
Yeah, it's a nice presentation.
Cavassier's got a cool bottle, but
I say it looks a lot like a cognac.
It does look like a cognac bottle, and I thought it was, before I knew what bourbon was. I just put it in the same category, but I want to try more of their stuff. I want to try the sweet wheat. I want to try the single barrel.
What else do they have? I truly don't know. That's hot.
There's 5 or 6 or 7 bottles that they have.
Okay.
So around here, the only
We
ones
get like 2 or 3.
Yeah. So he said that the sweet wheat they're getting 6 cases, and then that one they got a couple cases, and the small batch you can find anywhere. You go to your liquor store. That one I had that. Someone else had a bottle. That was not as hot. Same flavor profile, just not as hot.
Which makes sense, right?
And it was good.
Yeah.
It was good. Did it make me want to rush out and buy it? Probably not. Would I buy another bottle of that? Probably. I probably would.
For $45.
Yeah. Barrel proof, that's $25 less than I have any barrel proof in my house. And I think it's it brings a lot of the same notes. But be ready. I'm just telling you.
I'm really curious to see how this is when you get it drank down about halfway.
Yeah, I think it's going to change a lot.
So let me know on Wednesday.
And I may die. There's a chance of death. If anybody can do that kind of damage, they're a true card-holding professional.
and should potentially seek help.
And yes, there's an 800 number somewhere they should be on phone.
Your mileage may vary.
Yeah.
All right, Matt, you've given the first couple scores. Let me go first on this one.
Okay.
83? I was going back and forth between 3 and 4. It's hard to get beyond the heat on this one, and I haven't had much barrel-proof bourbon. I found a bottle of Elijah Craig's C920, whatever, the newest one that just came out. I got a bottle of that, cracked it open, tried it, and there was a lot more flavor in that one.
That's thicker. The Elijah is thicker.
So that's the only thing I have to compare this to, and I prefer the Elijah by a country mile. Yeah. Again, $25 more, so it should be a more enjoyable product.
True.
Absolutely nothing wrong with this. I think this has potential to get better to maybe 87, 88. Once it gets more air on it, opens up.
I could see that. Well, some people decant.
Mm-hmm.
The difference in me pouring this into...
I won't.
Well, folks, that wraps up this episode. The difference between me pouring this into another bottle and me keeping it in this bottle means absolutely nothing. Unless you're doing an infinity bottle, I really don't see the point behind the decanter because you're just transferring it from one bottle to another that you're going to put a stopper on top of. That may have some kind of effect on it. I don't know what it would do. I don't plan on doing it because I have too many bottles.
You don't want to decant all of them?
I don't want to do that. Double my bottle tank.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, Matt, curious what you spent $7,400 on. Well, I had to buy 80 decanters.
I got to pour it from one bottle to another. You guys know the rules here. I don't make the rules.
We're scientists.
Yeah. So let us know what you think.
I don't give it a score.
I nodded along with you because I was going 83, 84. To be honest with you. I'm going to go 83.37.
Okay.
Sounds right. Feels good. It feels great, actually. 83.37. That's where I'm going.
Okay.
I'd buy it again. It's a good buy. For the money, it's great. There's those crazy, what is it, Jackass? Was that the show Jackass with Steve-O?
What, are you going to pour this into your eyeballs?
There are, I would say this is kind of like a Jackass wine, or a Jackass bourbon, where they just, they want the pain, they want to feel it.
Okay.
It's there, and it's ready to do some damage. But it backs, I don't know. It's good. It's good. It's hot. It's good. I don't know.
I think whatever we drink next is going to seem so tame.
It's going to be like Gatorade.
Yeah. Ooh, maybe I can go get a bottle of that Dickel Tabasco.
I'll just leave. That'd be good. We'll just call it a wrap for today. But go on Instagram. Like us. Follow us.
Go on Facebook. Do the same. Before you leave here, though, click the little like button, click the subscribe button, do those damn things.
Because I swear to God, if I see there's more views than there are subscribers, I mean, somebody out there's watching, and they're not hitting the subscribe button. You got to know what's coming next, right? We got some fun stuff. Not just this. Oh, we got the good stuff coming. The good low budgets.
Hell yeah. Under $20 bourbons?
Under $10 bourbons. Check that. But until next time, we're going to do some fun stuff.
Hell yeah.
Don't know what we're going to do yet. Got a couple left. See you next time.
All right.
Pour something good. Cheers.
Bye.